Okay, here we are, ready to stretch. So if you don't have a strap nearby, go ahead and get yourself a TheraBand or a robe, belt, or a strap, but we will be using that for class today. And for those of us that have our props, we're ready to go. Let's start with taking care of our feet, right? Always want to take care of the feet. So you have options. You can massage your feet, you can roll your feet, or you can stretch your feet, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to stretch my toes and my feet today. So I'm going to start with the toes curled under. Long spine, head in line with the spine, pressing my hands into the mat, reaching my bum toward the heels so I feel the stretch in my toes. If you want more stretch, you can always sit on your heels. And then just taking a couple of breaths here to settle into the body, feeling the burn of the stretch, stretching out the fascia. Or if you're rolling your feet, that's fine, or massaging your feet, that's good. I'm just going to take a couple more breaths here. And then after your exhale, switching to stretch the front of the feet. So you can start by sitting on your feet, and if this is enough stretch for you, you can stay here. Otherwise, you can lean back, lift the knee up, feel that stretch going up the front of the foot, possibly into your shin. Just be here for a couple of breaths. And then if you need to, go ahead and switch sides. All right. So we are going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So we're going to start with the calves and the hamstrings. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to take your strap, your TheraBand, your belt, whatever you're using. You're going to lay down on your back. You can have a pillow under your head for a little bit of support if you'd like. And then you're gonna place your right foot in the strap, right, on the ball of the foot. And then lengthen that right leg up all the way until it is completely straight. If you want to bend your left leg so you can straighten your right leg all the way, that's absolutely fine. It is important that your right leg is completely straight so that you get the calf stretch. So do what works best for you. And then you want to check here that your right knee is in alignment with your two middle toes so that you're stretching your leg in alignment with the foot, the knee, and the hip. So adjust your alignment as needed. And then you're going to pull the strap down toward you, reach your heel up, and you're going to feel that stretch all along the back side of the right leg. So we're going to hang out here and just try to savor the stretch. Gently trying to reach the heel up toward the ceiling as you drop your tailbone down toward the floor, trying to lengthen your right leg as much as you can. And just remembering to breathe and not hold your breath. Keep a nice soft jaw. Keep trying to reach your heel up Keep trying to lengthen your right leg. Hopefully it's feeling like a good stretch for you. And now we're going to change the position of the right leg and we're going to turn it out. So our heel is going to come in toward the center. Our toes are going to move away from center. So we are in a turned out position and we're going to stretch in that turned out position, which will change the hamstring muscle that we're stretching. Again, you're trying to reach the heel up as you pull the toes down, dropping your tailbone down toward the floor. Keep trying to lengthen the right leg. Keep trying to reach the heel up and pull the toes down. Always trying to get deeper into the stretch. Hopefully it's a good stretch for you. So now we're going to change positions and we're going to turn in the right leg. So the toes are going to point inward. The heel is going to come outward. So you're in the internal rotation and that's going to shift where you feel the stretch. Again, trying to lengthen the right leg, reach up with the heel, drop down with the tailbone. Remembering to breathe. Keeping your jaw soft. Keep trying to lengthen your right leg, reach the heel up, pull the toes down. And now from here, you're gonna cross your right leg over your body. Your right butt cheek will come up off the mat. You do wanna keep your upper back on the mat so your chest is not rotating, just the pelvis. And now you're gonna stretch that outer thigh, the iliac tibia band, some of the glute here. Keeping the right leg very straight. Just a few more seconds here. And then go ahead and just bend the knee and come out of that stretch, come out of the strap. Lengthen the right leg down. Oh my goodness, does it feel longer than your left leg right now? Mine does. And now we're gonna switch sides. It's so nice to feel that length that happens. So bringing the left leg up, having the strap around the ball of the foot, reaching the heel up toward the ceiling as you pull your toes down, lengthening that left leg as best you can, bending the right knee if that will help you lengthen your left leg. Just trying to get deeper into the stretch as you breathe. Keep trying to reach your heel up toward the ceiling. Keep trying to pull your toes down. Keep lengthening that left leg. And then from here, turning out, so heel comes in, toes go out, stretching out the different hamstring muscles here. Keep trying to drop your tailbone down toward the floor. And then turning in, toes come in, heel goes out. Reaching your heel up, pulling the toes down. Oof, that's a good stretch. Keep trying to reach the heel up as you pull the toes down. Trying to get deeper into the stretch as you breathe. And then from there, crossing the left leg over, your left butt cheek will come up off the mat, but you want to keep your chest facing the ceiling so the back of your ribs don't come up off the mat. Now you're stretching that iliac tibia band, the glute. Check to make sure that the back of your ribs are staying anchored on the mat, that you're just rotating your pelvis and lower back and not your upper back. And then go ahead, bending that left leg, coming out of the strap. Just let your left leg go down long. Be in corpse pose for a moment. Just taking that all in. Take a nice deep breath, feeling the length of your legs, the space in your lower back. And then from there, going into happy baby. So you're gonna bend your knees, you're gonna place your hands on the balls of your feet and let your hips just open up as best they can. You really do wanna be able to grasp at the balls of your feet. So if it's hard for you to do that, you can place a pillow under your pelvis, and that will make it easier for you to reach the balls of your feet. Also, if your neck is pulling, you can place a pillow under your head. So you want to feel nice and supported so that you can really relax into this pose as best as possible. You really don't want to feel any strain in your body, especially in the lower back or your neck. You may feel the tightness in the front of your hips or your inner thighs. That's fine. That's normal. Now you just want to breathe into it. If you want to come out of it earlier than I am, that's absolutely fine. You can always rest in corpse pose. I'm just gonna take a couple more breaths here. And then bringing your feet together, gently coming out of it if you haven't already, and come back into the corpse pose. Wow, just noticing how much more open you feel in the hips and the low back. Noticing the blood flow. Just taking a nice breath here. And then go ahead and roll onto your side for a moment before you come up and take a breath on your side. And then go ahead and gently come up. Oh my goodness, I'm already feeling blissed out. We're gonna go into Brettzel 2.0. For those of you that are not comfortable in mermaid position, you can go ahead into thread the needle, right? So you'll go into a nice wide child's pose and thread your arm through and rotate your upper body this way. For those of you that are comfortable in mermaid, you're gonna have your left leg in front, your right leg behind. You're going to have your right palm up, your left hand on top of your right palm, and your hands in diagonal relationship with your knee. And then you're gonna rotate your right shoulder to the floor, and you're gonna feel the stretch behind your right shoulder and in the back of your left hip. And you're just gonna breathe into it. If you wanna come out of the stretch before me, that's fine. You can switch sides, whether you're doing thread the needle or the Brettzel. Just trying to get deeper into the stretch with each breath. And then after your last exhale, go ahead and come on out of it if you haven't already. To switch sides. Right leg in front, left leg behind. You're gonna have your left palm up, right palm on top. Hands in diagonal relationship with your knee. And then rotating your left shoulder down toward the floor. Keeping your arms straight. Trying not to slide your hands. You want to feel the stretch in the back of your right hip and the back of your left shoulder. Trying to get your left shoulder closer to the floor with each breath. One more breath here. And then gently coming out of it. Good, all right, so from there, stretching out the inner thighs with one of my favorites. So both legs out straight. If you want to be completely relaxed in this stretch, you can prop yourself up, like bring the floor up to you with some pillows, right? I can show you. So you can place the pillow in front of you. So that way, when you fold forward into the stretch, you're very much supported, right? So your upper body is very relaxed so that you can get into the stretch of the inner thighs, feeling that stretch in your groin muscles. You can always prop yourself up on a pillow. If it's too tight in your hip flexors, that's fine. And we're just gonna hang out here. You can always come out of the stretch before me if it's feeling too intense for you, that's fine. I'm just going to take a few more breaths here. And then gently coming out of it. Good. All right, so from there, we're gonna go into cat-cow. So you're gonna be on all fours, your feet can be flat, and here you wanna just really move with your breath. So we all may move at different paces, and that's fine. On the exhale, you wanna go into your cat, and then on your inhale, go into the cow, trying to look up to the ceiling. And then repeating that, just exhale, move with your breath, inhale, and repeat. And do as many as you need until you feel like you have better range of motion. Like you can look up more to the ceiling, or you feel like you can bend your spine better. You want to feel like you kind of get those juices flowing a little bit, right? When you're done, you can go into a child's pose and rest there and wait for us to catch up with you. I'm just going to do a couple more. And then I will join you in child's pose if you're already there. You can reach your arms out long in front of you if you want to stretch your chest and your shoulders, your lats and shoulders, I mean. Or you can keep your hands by your head, whatever feels good for you. And then nice and easy, coming out of it. Laying down on your back. We're gonna go into banana asana. So you're gonna bring your legs over to the right, left foot on top of the right. You're gonna side bend over to your right. Hands are gonna go around your elbows. Bring your arms overhead or extend your arms out straight, whatever feels good for you. I'm gonna hang out here for a few breaths. One more breath here. And then switching sides, legs going over to the left, right foot on top. Side bending over to your left. Hands around your elbows, overhead. Whatever feels good for you. Breathing into the back and side of your ribs. And then after your last exhale, coming into corpse pose. And we're gonna finish by activating our parasympathetic nervous system. So you're gonna inhale through your nose, hold your breath at the top for a couple of counts, and then exhale out your mouth longer than your inhale, and you wanna do that at least 3 times. All right, here you go. And then after your 3rd breath, go ahead and lay down on your side. Take a breath here on your side. And then gently coming up. Oh my goodness. How are you feeling? I am blissed out right now. I am so blissed out. I feel like I just went to the spa or something. I hope you feel as good as I do. Thank you for being here. Bye, beautiful. See you next time.
Special shout out to my Vital 7 stars. Thank you for making this video possible. Are you ready for exclusive content, early access to content, and other perks? Join us on Patreon. Click on the link in the description of this post for more.